Hi, everyone. Welcome. If you are watching this, then you likely just joined our team, and we are so excited to have you. My name's Brittany Hayes, and I've been in the industry for about a decade now. Although this was not my first company, it's my second company. My first company when I joined, I likely may have been like you, depending on who you are watching. You may have been in the industry before like us, or you might be someone that's brand new that saw a post on social media that inspired you. That was me. I saw a post of, someone creating complete freedom from this industry, and I wanted that for my family too. So I jumped in, never looked back. Within a year, I was earning a multiple six-figure income, ended up making over $1 million with that company and paying off six figures of debt, moving my family to Florida, and just creating a life that I always wanted, but like didn't know how to actually make it happen. And so I want you to know, and you're going to hear, so much from Bear and Nicole here in a second about what they've accomplished. But I hope after hearing from all three of us, I want you to know that like whatever is on your heart is possible. Whatever you want to achieve is absolutely doable. And we're so excited to help lead the way and help you make those things a reality.
Love it. Hi, guys. My name is Fair Montecalvo. I have been in the industry for 12 years. Very much like Brittany, I joined with, just like saw a social media post, was like, cool, if she could do it, maybe I could. And this industry has changed my whole life. We have been a full-time family now, meaning my husband and I both do this full-time since 2015. So 10 years full-time with this. Um, I was one of those girls that was kind of a skeptic. So if you're brand new and you're like, I'm not sure if they're telling the truth, if I can make money or not, I promise you, you can. You can change your whole life. We've been able to pay off a lot of debt. We've been able to travel. We've been able to buy our dream home here in Florida and do a ton of things. So I'm so grateful. I know it's scary as a newbie. I just remember sitting there like almost paralyzed. But the most important thing is start. You're here, you've already joined. Don't let the opportunity go to waste. Start. We're going to teach you all the things to get started tonight. So just start. Don't overthink it.
Love it. Hello, everyone. I'm Nicole Hassinger. I've been in the industry about 8-ish years. I joined as a dental hygiene student who knew nothing about anything other than teeth. And I saw an Instagram post of someone in town that was saying, I make an extra $1,000 a month from my phone and that pays for my rent. And I was like, done deal. I was living with my parents and that's all I wanted. And let me tell you, it grew to so much more than that. I was able to retire from dental hygiene, retire my husband. We moved to South Carolina and just had a lot of fun and lived an awesome life at a very young age. So believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. Like Fair said, if you're joining this and you're like, I don't even know what just happened, I was in your shoes with consistency and with excitement. You can turn this into something that you're even bigger than you're probably already imagining. So we're really excited to tell you guys more about how you can turn this into so much more. And let's go.
Absolutely. And, one thing you're going to hear us talk a lot about later on is, self-development and the importance of keeping your mind right. And I want you to know the one thing that's the same with all three of us is we all had that mindset of if it worked for her, maybe it'll work for me. Why not? And all three of us were enrolled by someone very different and different personalities, different ages, different everything. But we all still believed like if she can do it, so can I. And so I want you right now to say that to yourself, whoever enrolled you, if they can do it, so can I. And say that about us. Like if these three can do it, so can I. Like there's nothing different about you. If you're willing to work hard and learn and, dig in and stay close to the fire, you are absolutely going to be blown away by what this business can do for you. So first things first, Nicole just mentioned, being excited, staying consistent. First things first, you want to show that excitement to the world. So we're going to make our first post. That is our first thing we want you to do. We want you to download the Immunotech app just so you've got that handy. We'll talk more about what the app has to offer here in a little bit. But you're going to download the Immunotech app and get logged in with your consultant ID number, not your email, and your password. If you can't find your consultant ID, it would have been on the email you received, the confirmation email, if you didn't screenshot it when you signed up, but also your enroller can look that up in their back office for you if you can't find it. So don't stress about that. It's just whatever password you made in the consultant ID. So you're gonna get the app downloaded, you're gonna make your first post. So all of us have some great examples on our pages of the way we write our stories, and your enroller should definitely be able to help you if you want some hands-on help writing that first post. You can sit at one of the chats and we can help you make some tweaks, edit it, however. But what we recommend doing is just telling your story. So let's say you joined because someone was posting about the opportunity, which is most likely the case, unless someone directly asked you to join. So you would say something like, for a while now, I had been watching, a friend of mine post on social media about an opportunity to work off their smartphone. And I just couldn't shake the feeling that I was seeing those posts for a reason. Or you could say something like, I couldn't shake the feeling that just maybe what she was doing would work for me too. So eventually I got the courage to reach out, jumped in. I'm so excited about this opportunity. I'm now, working off my smartphone too, offering products that have been clinically studied, over 100 clinical studies that are double blind with placebo, with things like cancer, autism, Parkinson's, autoimmune disorders, and so much more. I'm so excited to be able to make an impact while also making an income at home with my family. If you would like more information about the products, I'd absolutely love to share with you. Drop an emoji in the comments and I'll send you info about what I have to offer. If you're also interested in the opportunity like I was, comment opportunity and I'll send you info about that. Just something simple. And I blew through that fast. It wasn't perfect, but you get the gist. Like, that's kind of the storyline you want to follow. You want to give people a clear way to reach out to you. So don't just be like, let me know if you're interested. Like, give them a way they can, a call to action, so to speak. People are so much more likely to actually ask you if you give them a clear way to ask you without them having to overthink what they want to say. And then you want to strike some emotion in your post, which is why you want to be as vulnerable as you can. Maybe you want to get really vulnerable and say, the last couple of years has been really hard for my family. We've been drowning in debt and I've been praying for a solution. I saw a girl post about an opportunity to work off her smartphone and I knew I was seeing her post for a reason. I reached out. I'm so excited. This is going to be the year we're debt free. If you're interested in, more information and doing it with me, comment opportunity. So you get what I'm saying. You can change it, make it personal, but like, it just kind of needs to follow that kind of a flow. So after you make your first post, one thing that we, really recommend doing is jumping in and learning about the products. We have a lot of resources in the team page, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm going to pass it over to Nicole, and she's going to talk about where you can find the studies and different things the app offers to educate yourself to feel more confident. And then she'll pass it over to Fair, who's going to tell you how to really utilize all of our support, because we're all here for you. We've got an amazing team, and there are so many things we've set up, just like having this video for you to watch, that make it easy for you to learn, get the information you need quickly. So we'll cover those things next.
Excited to tell you guys more about the app. I am shocked at how much information and how great that our app is, and I encourage you guys to download it and utilize it quickly. The biggest thing with this company and these products is truly understanding what we have to offer, because when you understand how powerful our products are, it's almost like word vomit. Like, you have to tell everyone about it. I work with some doctors, and I was on day 3 of this company. I did a bunch of research through the app, and I was telling them about it. I was a little intimidated because I was talking to doctors, and afterwards they were like, Nicole, you sound so smart. Like, you are gonna sell this to anyone because you truly get it. So educate yourself, and I promise you that that really scary feeling in the beginning where you're like, someone asked me about the happy pill and I literally have no idea. When you truly understand it and understand the body shot, it's going to take you really far. So when you guys have the app downloaded, if you click the share tab at the bottom, there is a ton of categories that are going to pop up. And if you click products, there's all kinds of information about all of our products. You can search which product you're looking for or anything like that. And all of these are shareable to people as well. Another thing that's really cool about it is when people buy the Body Shot, you can share a video so simply on how to mix it, send it right to them. So I want you guys to spend some time early in the beginning to go through there, read through the studies, truly understand what we have here, what glutathione is. When you understand it, it'll sell a lot easier. So go through there, but also you can go on Google and just type in like scholarly articles and read a little bit about glutathione. When you understand that, the Body Shot will make so much more sense to you. A lot of them are a little scary, like with big, huge terms, and just look for the basic ones, skim through them, and just educate yourself on what it could do for the body. And then again, when you try to explain that product, it's going to make a lot more sense than just being like, it's really, really good and it helps you feel better and it helps your health. Truly get to the bottom of glutathione. If you're researching it, you're looking through our stuff and you find a word that you don't know, find out what that word is. And the deeper you get into it, I promise you, the easier it will be. So go through the studies. The first study is, there's a lot of pages, 100 and something. Don't feel like you guys need to sit there and read through every single page of it. glance through, just educate yourself on the main things. And again, you will learn more as you go, but spend some time teaching yourself through the app. I promise it'll carry you a long way.
Absolutely.
Passing it
I
back.
love that. Am I next? Team page and stuff? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm looking
yeah,
at my notes. Okay. Okay. So that's phenomenal because the app is seriously one of the best I've ever seen. If you haven't downloaded it yet, download the Immunotech Pro app. So the other thing we have to plug you in and to learn and to stay connected is the team pages. There's several. Our direct one, you're probably watching this on there, is the Freedom Forge. That is our direct team. We are your 3 upline leaders. There will be many more leaders as we grow. We're all just getting started. So there will be many more of us sharing over time, but for right now, we're just kind of launching this thing. So the team page is so awesome because if you have a question, you can use the little, if you're on Facebook, you can use the little magnifying glass and search a keyword. Like say someone does reach out to you and says, how much is the happy pill? And you're like, I have no idea. Go right on there, search happy pill pricing. And Brittany has already posted scripts for you. It's so easy. You just copy and paste. Again, don't overthink it. Just go search and copy paste. That's how simple it is. Obviously change their name and you can make it a little more personal, sounding like you. I say the word y'all a lot. So I always change people that say you all to y'all, like simple little things like that. So people know they're talking to you and not a robot, but we have done most of the hard work for you. Brittany specifically, thank you so much for that. Stay plugged in. We have Zooms all the time. We have our other uplines have Zooms all the time. There's corporate Zooms. There's a ton of stuff. I promise you guys, one of the biggest things when I got started in this industry 12 years ago was you don't want to feel like you're on a lonely island. You don't want to be like, I'm doing this thing and there's people there that are excited, but they live in Florida. And Nicole, I'm sorry, I think you said
South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah, like all over the country. So you might not have a local team, which is totally fine. If you stay connected to the team pages, you're going to make friends. You're going to make fans. We're your biggest cheerleaders. You're going to have plenty of support in there. So don't ever think that you can't go in there and find exactly what you need. And if you can't, ask for it. And one of us will get back to you. Somebody will respond to you. There's also multiple chats within the team page. So Facebook is pretty cool now because when you get connected to a page, it automatically throws you in the chats. We've got several chats right now. We're leading a push group, which means we're just giving you daily tasks to help you go silver, which is the first big rank here. There's a 1K push for that. Brittany's going to talk a little bit about more about that in a minute, but there's so many ways to just stay connected, to learn how to grow the business outside of, there's so many ways, you guys, but we can help. And we'll post like a YouTube in there. So you can always go to YouTube and be like, how do I look up glutathione? There's so many ways. You just have to stay in, because the second you pull yourself away from the fire, you're going to feel like you're on that lonely island. So you have to stay close to the fire, stay with us, stay in here, and just make friends in here. That's the most important thing. The community is here to support you.
Absolutely. So going into silver, which Fair just mentioned, couple things we're going to touch on real quick is, if this is your first month and which it should be, if you're watching this right now, then you don't necessarily need to run an auto shipment your first month because you're going to get those products in your kit. But say, you got the products in your kit and there's a couple other products you've had your eye on and you want to run an auto shipment, maybe a week from now, you can do that. You can log in, set that up. And you are going to, get paid on that too and get that extra stuff to try. But regardless, whether you do that this month or not, you definitely want to set your auto shipment up for next month. So the day you set it up is the day it's going to run and charge. So don't do it until you're ready. But you want to make sure that you're a product of the product. So the products you got in your kit, depending on which kit you got, may only be enough for a month. And you want to make sure that you are using the products consistently, because people buy from, people that they like, know, and trust. And part of that trust is like, oh, you use it and it works for you. So you do want to make sure that your, second month, you run an auto shipment at some point, replenish your products, and stay consistent with that. If you are watching this in March or April of 2025, there is a new product that's coming out. And if you set your auto shipment up to run in March, you're going to get an extra 2,000 bonus points for the cruise that sets sail in October. And then when it runs again in April, you're going to get another 2,000 bonus points. So we highly, highly recommend taking advantage of that, because you're going to get to try the new product for free before anybody else gets to try it, before it even is released to the public. And then you're also getting those bonus cruise points, which is awesome. So now we're going to talk about the rank for silver. a little bit more. So silver is what we call the 1K club, which means your check, should be over $1,000 at that point with that rank. And then you also get a bonus your second month of going silver, which is awesome. And that actually comes out to like around 1,600-ish is what your check should be that month if you follow our instructions. So silver is something that is so obtainable. Like Fair said, we're actually doing a push chat this month for everyone that wants to go silver. And while I can't speak to what we'll be doing in future months, if you watch this later in the year, I'm sure we'll always be doing something similar, some type of push to help people that are really running and gunning and wanting to make that happen. But silver essentially is you sign 3 customers and you want to sign them on our bundle that we offer, which is the Body Shot, the Super Greens and Reds, and Sunray. So you want to sign 3 customers on that combination, and then you want to welcome your first 3 consultants, which means they have joined your team to work with you. And then you're going to help each of your 3 consultants all sign 3 customers each on that same bundle. So it's a total of 12 customers in your organization and 3, you and 3 other consultants. So simple, so doable. And if you do it exactly the way we just said, on that bundle of what the customers are getting, then your check will be over $1,000, which is awesome. Now, if you happen to sign some customers that are lower than that, they buy just one product, totally fine. You just want to make sure you sign a couple extra to kind of make up the difference, since that's what the numbers are based on. But the great thing is, like I said, if you're joining this month, the push chat we have is amazing. Where the 3 of us are rotating days and giving you, daily things to do to get you closer to silver. And like I said, I'm sure we'll be offering something along the lines each month. And so you definitely want to make sure that that's something you get plugged into. Like if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not in that, go to your enroller and be like, how do I get plugged into that? Because that's going to be so helpful for you. So before we keep going past silver, and I do just want to say too, if you're one of those people, like you're a nerd like me and you love numbers and comp plan, we have more information we would love to give you about the comp plan. We're just not going to talk about it in this initial Zoom because it's not really relevant for you getting started. But if you're like, oh, I'm one of those nerds too, I want to know all the things, then you can totally message one of us and we can send you a comp plan Zoom. Actually, we have it in the team page now that I think about it. We have a post in the team page if you search Zooms, and we have a comp plan Zoom pinned in there actually, so you can get that. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about growing your network, Nicole, if you want to take over that. And then I'll come back and talk about the back office and how to enroll customers. And then Fair, you'll close it out with, power of your mindset and being consistent, all that good stuff.
Awesome. So growing your network is so important in the beginning. We can all agree that if you have 100 people that are watching your stuff versus 1,000 people that are watching your stuff, you're going to have more of an opportunity and more potential consultants and potential customers that are watching you if you're around the 1,000 mark and up and up and up. So I'm going to give you guys some really basic tips to help you grow your network and have more people, more eyes on you. So I personally use Facebook and Instagram. I encourage everyone to kind of dip into both because why not? Growing your network can be the most simple thing to do. You see a post that, I don't know, your Aunt Susie posted and a couple people liked it. You can friend some of those people. Your friends from high school that I don't know, maybe you don't follow anymore, you can follow them and then someone liked their post and follow more. Truly don't overthink it. Some people will follow you back and some people won't. It's totally okay. Don't be overwhelmed by who doesn't follow you back. But just get out there, get yourself in front of more people. Search a hashtag, health, and follow a couple people. Just anything like that that's going to get more eyes on you. Throw up a lot. Another thing that's really great is getting I'm losing my train of thought. Getting comments and interactions from people that do follow you. So sometimes you already have let's say 1,000 people that are following you, but not everyone's seeing your post because you haven't posted for a while. You can throw up interaction posts and people will interact back, like something like, I'm deleted a bunch of Facebook friends, and if you're still here, say hi. If we haven't talked in a while, say hi. And then you can go to their page and you can go to their recent posts and follow people that have liked their recent posts. Don't overthink it. Don't be nervous to do it. It's really, really powerful to see like people who come out of the woodworks that are like, hey, what are you posting about? And you're like, oh my gosh, I just followed them like last week. people are going to, again, your excitement is going to carry you a very long way. So grow your network, just find random people and follow them. And you never know, you might find your next silver that is just someone totally random from Aunt Susie's post. So get out there and follow people and they'll follow you back and you will just grow and grow and grow. I would make a goal of adding about 30 people in the beginning, 30 people a day. Just follow 30 people a day on Facebook and on Instagram. And that will again grow. That person will accept you and then you can add a couple of their friends and just keep going down the line, but do it every single day because being consistent with everything in this business, whether it's growing your network or putting up posts or self-development or anything, being consistent is going to be your best friend. Promise you.
Yep. And I just want to interject real quick and go rogue and say that in our previous company, because the three of us were all in the same company, I had a thing where if anybody was negative, like I had a cousin that was like super mean to me about the business and like made fun of me and would always like comment mean stuff. And so I was like, well, she's obviously never going to join and I can accept that, but that doesn't mean her friends don't want to. And so I would go to her Facebook friends list. And what I would do is every single day, just like Nicole was saying, I would add like X amount a day. I'd go to who I had mutual friends or like of her friends, which ones I had like 5 or more mutual friends with. That way they weren't like, who's this random person? They saw a few friends. And no joke, you guys, I had number one, like probably 6 of her friends that I added from her friends list join my team. One of them went diamond, which y'all, this was in our previous company, but that's like a full-time income. And they hit that rank in like 30 days. So it was like totally like powerful for me seeing the power of turning a negative into a positive. Like, okay, she might never want to join, but maybe that's good because maybe there's someone in her friends list that I can now not feel bad about adding since she's out of the picture. And they will. And tons of her friends became customers and everything. So I encourage you to like take that hack when eventually you encounter your first bit of negativity, because you will. It's the internet. People are, keyboard warriors, but turn it into positive because you'll never, like Nicole said, you never know who your next silver is out there.
Never know. I love that you said that. You never know. You can never judge who's going to be interested and who isn't going to be interested. And also, this is kind of like off what we're talking about, but you could also never judge someone's wallet. Don't be scared, guys, when you're talking about products. You have no idea what that person is willing to spend on their health because health is wealth. And you can't judge who's going to want to join this as a consultant. It might be the most random person that you're like, there's no shot. They could be your next superstar. And don't judge someone's wallet. You never know, again, what people will spend on their health because health is everything.
Absolutely. Fair. I was just thinking, do you want to end on mindset since that's the most important thing? And I'll just go over really quickly how to enroll in the back office.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just figured we probably should end on, it's much more exciting to end on than ending on. So real quick, you guys, when you download, the Immunotech app, like we talked about, that's great. You're gonna have a lot of resources in there, but that you're not actually able to enroll anybody from the app. But there's 2 great features about the back office. And what I mean by that is just, you're going to go to immunotech.com. I just use my phone. I go on just Safari on my iPhone. You can use a computer, an iPad if you're more comfortable with that. But it is mobile friendly. So go to immunotech.com. You're going to click login at the top. And then same thing like we talked about before with the app, you're going to use your consultant ID number and the password you created when you signed up. You're going to log in. Then at the top where it says your name, there's going to be a drop down. You're going to click it and click My Business Center. Then you're going to click the 3 lines at the top and that's going to give you a bunch of options. There's 2 things we want you to know there. There's one that says enroll new. So that's pretty self-explanatory. When you click enroll new, it asks you if you're enrolling a consultant or a customer. You can change it to customer. And then you can enroll customers, which is what we recommend doing because you're going to get customers in so much faster if you just collect their information. And we have all this wording like Fair said in the team page, like with the pricing scripts, we coach you how to ask for info once they're ready to buy. But then you can go put their order in right away. You don't have to follow up with them. If someone's at work and you send them the link, they're probably not going to do it right then. And, they might have every intention of doing it when they get home, but like, we're all moms. We can all say like, when you get home, sometimes there's just a million things on your mind. And like, you forget what you told someone you were going to do at 2:00 today. And so that's why we really recommend enrolling them yourself. So that's how you enroll a customer. And then what I do is once the order is in, I save the, copy what the consultant ID number is. And I just make people's password like their first and last name, capitalize the first letter, first name, first letter of last name, number 1 exclamation. And that way it's easy. I remember it for everybody, because everyone's is just their name, 1 exclamation. So whenever I get their order in, I'll just say, okay, your order's in, you should get it in about a week. My website is, immunotech.com/Brittany. Here's your login info. And then I just paste that consultant ID, or for them it'd be a customer ID, and then the password I made for them. Easy peasy, they've got the information now. You want to enroll everyone on Subscribe and Save so they get the discount. They don't have to keep ordering if they don't want, but that's going to give you more credit for the order, and go towards your goals of going silver and things like that. And then it's going to give them a discount on the product. And all of that is explained in the pricing wording in the team page when you give them information. The second thing you want to know about the back office that's important is right above, I believe it's right above Enroll New, it says orders. And when you click orders, you can actually click something that says share a cart. So if someone does really just want to put the information in themselves, or maybe they're like, hey, can you send me a cart? Because I want to look at some other stuff too. You can actually build them a cart, add all the products they want to the cart, and then it's going to give you a unique link that you can pay, copy, paste, and send to them. And when they click it, it's going to pull up the cart. So I don't do that a lot because I'm really big on just getting people's orders in, but I have had a couple situations where someone's like, I might end up ordering more for my kids too. Can you send me a cart? I'm gonna talk to my husband later. So in situations when it matters, like, it's a nice feature to have, but I do recommend putting the order in yourself. There's a lot more to the back office, which we don't want to information overload you on this first newbie Zoom. So a lot of the other things that you'll want to learn as far as tracking things, like, we'll go over with you, your enroller go over with you, or we can help you with at a later date when it's more relevant. But we wanted you to, of course, know those first two things so you can get to work right away.
I love that. One thing just to expound upon that, you guys, you can't break your back office. So I always tell people, don't be afraid of it. Go in there, play with some buttons. You're not going to break it. Get familiar with it. And if it is overwhelming, get familiar with the important things and then come back and learn the other little tablets as time goes on. So I'm going to end this tonight with just talking to you guys a little bit about mindset. I had no idea when I joined this industry in 2013 how much I was going to grow. I mean, mentally grow, the mental toughness, the consistency, the abilities we have that we totally overlook when we're younger. I was taught, probably like most of you, you go to school, you get a job, and that's that. And then when I joined this industry, they were like, do you even know what you're capable of? And I was like, no, please tell me. So I want you to know that you are capable of so much greatness. You are worthy of wonderful things, but it's going to take you getting this right to really fully grasp that. And some little things that we all do daily are just reading, self-development. If you don't have time to read a book, I have books, sitting here, Choose Greatness. There we go. So many books, but if you don't have time to read a book, go on YouTube, search affirmations. And there are some that are just like, I am worthy, I am strong, I am powerful, and listen to that. I know it sounds cliche sometimes, but it is so, so powerful because you will slowly but surely start to believe it. And when you believe, you will achieve. So you have to really get in the habit of doing things that grow your mind. And another thing that we all do is, gratitude, like just saying, I am thankful to have my health. I am thankful to be able to run a business for my smartphone. This wasn't a possibility, 20 years ago. People didn't have this access at their fingertips. So just the attitude of gratitude, it's so important. And I promise you, this is the not fun part. There's going to be bad days. But if you start your day with just a little bit of gratitude, it makes that hit a little bit easier. Like, you have a bad day. Somebody comments on your post, something negative. Brittany was talking about how she turns that into a positive. You have to get in that frame because there will be days where somebody's like, oh, you joined one of those things, or, oh, that product doesn't work, or whatever. You cannot take it to heart. Whatever they're going through is on them. That old saying, misery loves company. I don't want to be that company. Like, just don't take it to heart. And if you need to, in that moment, take a break and go read some positive things, because I know it hurts and I know it stings, especially when it's your cousin or your sister or your mom or whoever, but you've got to really just get so much mental toughness up here, because it not only will grow your business, it will grow you as an individual. It will develop you into someone you never even imagined possible. So that, and then just staying consistent. You have to, I'm big into fitness. I work out almost 7 days a week. And I always tell people, do you think I wake up every day and say, I want to go for a 5-mile run, or I want to lift these heavy things up and put them down? Absolutely not. There's days where it's like, oh my gosh, I want to lay in bed and veg out and eat terrible junk food. It happens to all of us, the best of us. But I have to remember my goals. That's not going to get me closer to my goals. So consistency is so, so important. And just like any business, brick and mortar, if you opened a brick and mortar business tomorrow and you're like, I don't feel like going to work today, do you think that brick and mortar business is going to survive? Are you going to be able to pay the owner of the building the rent? Absolutely not. So you have to get in the mindset of, this is a business. It is a business. Even though it feels like, okay, well, it's just posting stuff on social media. It is absolutely a business and you have to be super consistent. Your open sign has to come up every single day. Oh no, are we frozen? Your open sign has to be on every single day, and you have consistently have to talk about the business and or post about the business every single day, whether you feel like it or not. So Brittany said we're having, I think I'm gonna wrap that up now.
I'll jump in really quick with self-development. It's going to feel corny in the beginning, guys. Believe us, we understand it. Do it every day, and I promise you when that changes, when that it just flips a switch into you, and it is going to change your life, not even just in this business, but your whole life in general, and everything becomes a lot more optimistic, and it's really, really a powerful thing. And you'll start noticing it. Like, my husband and I were in Five Below, and there were these affirmation cards, and he bought them for me. And every day he leaves for work early, so he sends me a picture of an affirmation card. Today it was, today I am brilliant. Today every idea I have is creative, thoughtful, and full of potential. And like, that's what I wake up to every single morning. So you'll start seeing stuff like that, and it's really, really, really powerful. So stick with it. It is an amazing tool just in life in general. And when life is going really good, your business is going to go so much better. We're really, really, really excited that you guys are here. I don't know if you have anything else to say, Fair, but let's run with it, guys. This is, if you're super new, I don't even know if you understand what you have at your fingertips here. We are about to do incredible things. We're about to change people's lives, financially and with health. So we're really excited that you guys are here, and we can't wait for you to stay consistent and see what this can grow into.
Love it. Oh, she's back. All right, Brittany, we're pretty much,
Sorry guys, my internet at my house my internet at my
Hopefully-
house went out, so I had to connect to my hotspot.
hopefully it's
worries.
still recorded.
It's still recording.
Okay,
right.
perfect.
Are we good? Yeah, I'm
Yep.
assuming. All right. Well, thank you guys for bearing with us through some technological difficulties, but we hope this was helpful. We can't wait to get to know you more, and shout out your promotion soon to silver, because if you're going to take these things to heart that we listed today, we know it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and we can't wait to watch your success and to run with you and to grow with you.
Yes, absolutely. And hear your stories like ours.
Love it.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye, guys.